it's interesting because we're kind of in, like, I think, not like a limbo of like what is God doing right now. So I'm close to the end of my contract, but um, I think that I will probably not be able to finish it out because I'm not able to do all of the requirements that I need to have to be in there. So that's been hard, I think, to come to terms with. And I was gonna be done with my contract, when it ended because I wanted to have family. But it's a little bit of a like hit to my pride, right? Like I can't do it anymore, and I can't, achieve certain things. But I think that God has definitely been working in that a lot, and Henry and I have kind of just been in dialogue about that God works all things for our good and his glory. And so this thing that was really hard for me and then seemed to work out, for the better, it's still challenging at times, and that's the reality of it, right? The full extent of that is now I'm going to probably have to be done a little early, which is hard, but it's also good because, I have the security of we can start a family sooner, and that is such a blessing, and we're really ready for that, So
that's actually really good.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is hard. It is a little bit of a, hit to my pride, but
right.
Yeah. But God is opening doors for new things. I feel like every time something ends and I'm like, okay, I can rest now, God's like, here's 10 more things. So I'm able to do, right now I'm doing a mentorship with a young lady in our church who's 13. And I teach her, it's like a Sunday school class with just her. So on Sunday mornings we meet, and she's made a profession of faith, but we're just not quite sure where she's at. So I'm mentoring her, and now I'm in charge of the children's choir at my church. So I've got a bunch of more souls to minister to, and the Lord is just opening a lot of doors with that, with City on a Hill, that organization that Sherry Brundle runs. It's a Christian musical theater program. God has just been moving and opening a lot of doors there, and so now that my time is coming to an end, I will be less busy with that, and I have time now to do some more things. So yeah,
that's great.
It's really sweet. I think part of the Lord stirring in that is like I really just wanted to have my career and then have kids, and wanted to wait a while into our marriage before we did that. And I think part of the Lord stirring in that is that I've been working for my sister. I help nanny her girls, and she has 4 girls and she homeschools them, and so I help with the younger 2, and I do their schooling. And the youngest one is just 2, so she's still napping and stuff. And it's like, they're my nieces, they're not even my own children, but I will get teary-eyed when I put the baby down for bed sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, I just, oh my goodness, like we are ministering to their souls. Mm-hmm. And getting to when those little minds have such great questions. Mm-hmm. Why does God do this? Why don't we do that? Why do we say that that's wrong and this is right? Getting to just shed light on that, oh my goodness, it's such a blessing. It just fills me up so much more than anything, more than my career, more than music, which I love so much, getting to just share the gospel with them and getting emotional. But yeah, in teaching them, like I'm teaching them how to read. And oh my goodness, I'm teaching young people how to read so one day they can read the Bible. And one day they can, accomplish all of these things. Like I think the gift of motherhood is one of the most beautiful mercies that God gives to us, I think, and to women, I think it's wonderful. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat that you're getting kind of trained up in it.
Yeah, it's like mom training.
That's really good.
Yeah. One of my friends, when we first got married, I asked her what her best wedding advice was, or like her biggest takeaway from marriage. And she said, well, I didn't realize how much of a sinner I was until I got married. And I definitely see that. I'm like, wow, I am the most selfish person that I know. I'm really so selfish. So it's really cool. One of my favorite things, I think, which we kind of included in our wedding ceremony, was the idea of just how marriage is such a beautiful picture of the gospel and Christ. And I do think it's so great that, and what a mercy from God that he sets that pattern for us in such a tangible way to understand. Like marriage, I am, submitting unto my husband, as we are unto Christ. And it's such a tangible thing for me. Like it makes it so much easier for me to understand that relationship and how Christ, loves his church, how he loves his bride, and how he sacrifices for her. Like that is so amazing. I think that God gives us that as a mercy.